there, little cats. Come on into the Cat and Tree studio. Together, let's set foot in the mind of an adult. Are you ready to hop in?
Sitting up here in this tree, you have me, Jayu.
And me, Bora.
Quick reminder, little cats, topics discussed in this podcast are simply opinions and suggestions of the host, hoping for it to help others.
Hey, yo, what's up? Oh,
Yeah.
Right now we're going to be talking about something that we've been waiting for. Actually, this is a topic that we've been waiting for since episode 1.
True. This
It's
is my favorite.
yeah. Actually, this topic we talk about it every day, don't we?
Of course. I think so.
Because we almost have like similar stuff in our heads that we want to do, but
We can't.
something
Start.
something hinders it from going on. So
Of course.
the title of this episode is Every End of the Day, and most likely we'll be talking about
What runs in the mind of an adult?
especially now during this time of
During
pandemic.
lockdown.
Lockdown, quarantine, our minds are very busy.
Thinking about random things.
And things that we don't want to think about.
Yes.
Because most of the time you're just like in an empty room and you're like, so now what?
I think if it starts when you just stare at the blank ceiling of your room, and then suddenly a lot of thoughts will like enter your mind. I don't know why.
Maybe because it's blank.
So you want to paint it with
Yeah.
different
I'm
designs.
planning to put some like glow in the dark stars just so it's not blank.
So if you see it, you're gonna think of, why is it glow in the dark?
And it's going to create another problem. So let's not do that anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
The human brain works in ways that like common sense or in a way that a normal function should do. It would think of things like irrational thoughts, like, why are they glowing? Or if I do this, then it should be like this, like
Yes.
at this hour.
You're gonna make it complicated.
Yeah, life is simple. Let's brain just cooperate. I want to sleep, right? Because usually that
But it won't
happens
make
at
you.
like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Yes.
It's frustrating. Like you want to sleep and then suddenly something pops up in your head, like maybe from work. I think this happens to you a lot too.
Yeah. Like suddenly I'll just chat you at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.
Yeah,
because of something I remembered.
because if you don't do it immediately, you're just going to forget.
Yes.
So might as well just go whatever's in your head.
And sometimes I get surprised whenever you reply.
Yeah, because maybe something's in my head also that time.
Yes.
And like
So
for
you know.
example, there's a new episode, I have to watch it, and then you'll be like, I'll sleep. So what happens after that?
You'll be curious.
Yeah, and I'm like, the heck with this life. That's the worst thing about like late night thought. And
Especially 3 a.m. thought.
I mean, they call 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. the witching hour, but for us, we call it like the busy hour.
Busy thinking hours.
Yeah, we're not even scared of ghosts at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. We're like afraid of just thinking.
The thoughts.
Yeah. That's why it's called
Yeah.
Every End of the Day. Because usually people end their day at 11 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, that's when the day starts and ends at that day. Especially now. This whole lockdown thing is just draining mentally.
Yes. And I don't know what it did to our brains, but it did something, I know.
It's super active.
Mm.
It's more active than my body. I'm getting like I don't know.
That's why it's more tiring. It's because, our body could rest, but our brains don't.
Yes, there's no time that it won't think. It doesn't stop thinking, at least for a second.
Yes. And one of those thoughts are, of course, our, dreams,
Yeah.
goals, like that.
Like the what ifs in our minds. Like, what if
Mhm.
I did this? What if I did that? What if
And
things change?
Yeah. And things that frustrate us.
Yes. Those
Mm-mm.
actually, all those things, the what ifs, the dreams actually or eventually becomes our frustration.
Yes.
Those are the things that you bring back to your head
Mm-mm.
and then just frustrates you completely and then gives you like a bad day the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
And that sucks.
And you're gonna think about it the whole day or the whole week or the whole month.
Yeah. And it doesn't stop like in a day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, of course, it's in your head. You're going to search it online. You're going to like maybe if your what if is a person, you're going to look for him or her on social media.
Mm.
And then you'll be like, what if things actually changed? Or what if I did this instead? dead. Like, girl, it's in the past. What are you gonna change?
Actually, I hate what ifs. I hate it the most.
What makes you hate what if?
It's because it's a mixture of curiosity and regret.
That's a good
Because it becomes a what if because you didn't do it.
Yeah.
So that's why it becomes a regret.
Exactly. A lot of it is, regret.
So another deep conversation. Yeah.
Yes. Because the thing about what ifs is that it doesn't stop at the question, but in your mind, it runs like a very big scenario in your head. Like it runs like
it's like you're a
movie.
director.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good.
So like it's like you're running like a movie scene in your mind with a picture with a storyline, of course, which is in your favor because it's your head.
Yes, of course.
So, and then you will realize after the whole thing ended in your head, you will realize, that never happened. Why?
Yes.
Because you did something else.
Or you didn't do anything.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We seldom talk about people that we were in love with before, right?
Yes.
Those are most of the time our what ifs for me.
Actually, yes.
Right?
It's true.
And for you too. Now, I just want, out of curiosity here, what are your what ifs to those guys?
Oh my god.
I like this episode because this is the first time we never had guide questions, nor did we have any script. So this thing I'm asking her is like just very sudden. So, die you.
I'm not prepared, Okay. I think the first what if that I have is what if I didn't tell him that I like him?
Ooh, yeah.
I was thinking, like, would it be different? Would it still be the same? Are we still close now? Like that. Because we don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore.
That's mandatory, guys. Okay.
That's not paid, okay? We cannot pay it.
But I love you, Charlie. I love you, Selena. Okay.
Yes.
What
So,
if you did not what if you did not tell?
confess.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So it always runs in my mind. Like, if I didn't tell him, would we be still comfortable with each other? Like, could we still be friends? Or, because it changed a lot.
Yeah.
And then I suddenly stopped chatting because, my thoughts were like,
This isn't getting
I wanna
anywhere."
Stop this. Yeah. I'm not gonna gain anything here. It's just that he needs me because he just needs someone to, complain with, to take care of him like that, to worry about him. But I don't get anything there.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get anything.
It's not
from there.
reciprocated. It's just you.
Yes. I think he just wants someone to take care of him.
What a big baby. Though.
So yeah. So why should I continue? Like, why do I need to get tired of replying to nothing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I didn't repeat it again.
Yeah.
That's my lesson.
Actually, with the confessing part, like either way, you're going to have regrets. Like if you don't confess, it's also going to be like a what if. Like what if I said it?
Yes.
Because that's my what.
Yeah. Because that was my what if when I was trying to think, should I confess or not?
Yes.
So I told myself, instead of regretting that I didn't say, I just said it.
Yeah.
And it's not, he's gonna leave that time, so it's fine.
Yeah. Eventually, the communication would stop once you leave. See?
How about you, Bora?
Yeah. No. Maybe my what if is the opposite of yours. What if I said something? That's like, what if I said something?
Okay.
Because, like, the thing about that is that many people are saying you should say how you feel because you wouldn't know if the person also feels the same. You wouldn't know unless you try.
Exactly.
Right? And, Filipino culture, women shouldn't, I mean, not really shouldn't, but it's like, it's a notion that guys,
It's not common.
yeah, that guys confess first. So assuming maybe he doesn't like me, so I did not say anything. And plus, I didn't say anything because I don't want to ruin the friendship, because it's really gonna change a lot
Yeah.
if I say something. And we were really close, so I didn't want to break that. I can just retain being the friend. But then, of course, sometimes I think, what if I did it the other way around? Plus, being single
Yeah.
for a long time, to be honest, guys, I don't know how to flirt, so I just,
It's a tie.
yeah, so I just go with the flow. So that's my what if. But now I'm glad to say I'm over. Like sometimes I look at his profile once in a while, or when I see his like
Mhm.
Instagram, I just like, but the feeling is just like no more.
How long has it been?
I was into the guy for 2 or 3 years.
Oh, it's a long time.
And then it died slowly
Mm.
because I felt like, just like what you felt like, this is going anywhere. Like you're keeping this, you're kicking out possibilities just because you're keeping this thing that's going nowhere. So eventually, I got tired and just it died by itself. So
Because it seems like they're the only ones enjoying it. You know, they're the only ones getting benefits from it.
yeah, and I think maybe I have what ifs, and I entertained that connection. Maybe because I was, as Filipinos call it, it's called marupok.
Brittle.
Yes, for our international listeners, marupok. Okay, maybe something that you would learn, a Filipino word you would learn. It's marupok.
Perfect Filipino, yes.
Yeah, it means brittle, meaning you easily break.
fall in love.
Yeah, you easily fall in love. So
Like if they do something good, you're gonna fall in love right away.
if they say something
Amazing.
flattering, dang, you fall on the floor.
Yes.
So no, not anymore. But I don't wanna say I don't wanna say that because I might end up I might end up eating up my words. So like no.
That's why I never said that.
Yeah. I will not. Okay. But like, let's talk about, let's say, what ifs turned into frustrations. I know we've had lots of dreams. We've had lots of things that we wanted to do, but Corona just like, no, girl, you stay put. You ain't gonna do anything right now. So what are your what ifs turned into frustration? Dream version.
What if I accepted the offer to teach in Japan?
Aww.
Because I was already accepted. So the only thing that I had to do was to, how can I explain it? Usually if they will go abroad, they have this placement fee.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I know that.
Yeah. So it's like an assurance that you're not gonna break your contract suddenly
Yes,
and
yes.
give excuses. So because they are afraid that the person they are hiring will be like
Running
what's that?
away
How do
with
you call
the
that?
money or
Not really like that. Homesick. They will feel homesick,
ah. Yeah.
or like they're not gonna be used to the weather. So they'll be like, "Oh, I want to go home. I miss the hot weather." I think no one said that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what they explained.
Yeah.
So I was actually very excited before they said that there was a placement fee. I was very excited because I was accepted, and then suddenly they told me that we need this amount of money because it's the placement fee, but we're gonna return it like little by little if you will stay longer like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me ask my mom. But actually, when I said, let me ask my mom, I've already decided that no, I don't want to spend that much. So now it frustrates me because if I accepted that, I'm already in another country
Yeah.
working. But since I didn't accept it, I'm so frustrated because I cannot work in another country now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But if
many
I
things.
accepted it, we wouldn't meet.
Thank you. I'm not saying that meeting each other is better than the Japan thing, but like, thank you. I mean that maybe things like turn out the other way. Like God would allow it to like happen so that he has like an alternative plan for it or something,
So maybe he has a better plan for me, and yeah, that's what I just thought of. So yeah, but I regret it for a very long time.
And yeah, because maybe that's something that you've really wanted to do. Yeah, it's not easy deciding on, like, it's not easy to decide to work in another country, or like thinking of it financially. Like for example, you're going to give like a placement fee, and then of course you're going to think about where you're gonna get the money, how. Like when you get there, are you really going to be able to get it back, or how are you going to live spending that much
Mhm.
money on placement fee? Of course, you're also thinking about other factors. You're an adult. That's like normal
Yes.
because money doesn't really, I mean, money is paper. It does grow on trees, but it does not literally grow on trees.
Like a money tree.
Yeah, money tree. Yeah, it's like we're so stuck now. Like,
Yes. We cannot do
yeah,
anything.
just like a while ago before this episode started, I was telling you about Japan, right? Like, I really want to work in Japan
Yes.
because I see
Mm-mm.
a lot of our ex coworkers having the time of their life in Japan, doing what they love in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, maybe if I had the guts to do that, I would have been there too.
Mm-hmm.
As I've always said, oh, I want to work there. It looks so fun. When I traveled to Japan, I was like, oh, I want to work here. I want to live here. But I didn't do
Mm.
anything because I was holding back. Because, like, can you really survive there?
Mm.
Are you really qualified for it? Like, it's not, I haven't done anything yet, but I'm already pulling myself back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm frustrated. I'm like, girl, you should have at least tried.
Yeah.
Now that becomes my frustration. It's a what if turned into frustration. I should have done something about it. I wanted
Mhm.
it. Why didn't I do anything?
So you didn't try it even once.
No, because I felt like, oh, I was not qualified. I don't know if I can work the way they want me to.
Mm.
That's my fault because I always how can I call it? Like, I always let my head get the best of me.
Mm-mm.
Now that I want to try it, it's kind of difficult because first, they would require more.
Mm-hmm.
Second, you don't want to get sick in another country.
Of course.
It's difficult now because there's another concern that you have to think about, and that's getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
But again, guys, you wouldn't know unless you try.
Yeah. It's much better that you tried it
Yeah.
and have what ifs
Mhm.
than didn't do anything and then
Yeah.
have what ifs.
Yeah. Because anyway, there's the presence of vaccines. I mean, the vaccines does not really guarantee you 100%, but it's the prevention of you getting a severe case and of you maybe getting close to dying, right?
Mm.
So with the remedies at hand, perhaps this is maybe the Lord's way of saying, I think if you want to try it, just try. Nothing's wrong with trying. Because if you don't try, you wouldn't know.
I guess so.
So, I mean, guys, be careful still. Okay.
Yes, of course. You have to be careful.
Like, you try, but be careful at the same time,
Mm-mm.
and wait until the embassy says it's okay.
Until they confirm.
Yeah, because there are still embassies that are still closed with, applications on that kind of stuff. So,
Mm-mm.
with the COVID-19 outbreak still at hand, just stay updated and stuff. But, those kinds of stuff are really frustrating, especially with what's happening in the country.
So many things happening here and there and everywhere.
Yeah, that is true. But what kind of dreams did
Yes.
you was reignited during the lockdown that you actually forgot for like a long time, and then lockdown just reminded you of it?
I think it's how I love singing. Like how much I love singing.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, like every weekend, I have this VCD that my mom and I and my father played. And then it's like a karaoke in our house. And for Filipinos, if you're familiar with AGs, yes, I sing
Alright.
those songs.
Legends.
So I think I started singing when I was in first grade.
Young age. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm not sure how, but it faded. I mean, my interest faded, and I'm just, interested in music, but the passion in singing wasn't there anymore.
Okay, I get it.
So every time there is a new song, I just sing, but there's no more interest in, oh, I want to be a singer in the future, like that. No more. And then for years, I've been thinking about it, but since I stopped practicing for like a long time, it was totally different. I mean, my voice was totally different. I think I mentioned that to you, that my vocal range have changed. No,
I think
changed,
when you
sorry.
get older, that happens. Yeah.
And then And if you don't stretch it enough, yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
So it limited me in singing the songs that I want to sing because I cannot reach that specific range anymore.
Yeah.
Unless I put a lot of effort.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can, but maybe I will be reported because I'm so loud.
Yeah.
You know, there are some songs that you have to sing at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
So from last year, since I came home, those dreams started again. Like I've tried maybe 8 years ago, I've tried writing songs, but
Yeah.
then I said, okay, it's difficult. I don't want to do it anymore, and I stopped.
Oh.
But then last year, yeah, I got so interested again in writing some songs. So I did, but my struggle was writing the melody.
I feel you, girl.
You know that, yes. You know, melody is so difficult to do.
Yeah.
And usually when people make songs, they always start with melody.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the song doesn't fit. So it's difficult.
Yeah, actually. And it's hard
Yeah.
to if the melody is hard if you don't really know how to play instruments. So
And that's us. Yes.
the struggle is real.
I don't know why. I tried. I really tried. I even had an organ at home, but we never learned.
It's hard. In all honesty, it's expensive like before, but now thanks to like online courses or YouTube, you can do it. YouTube just basics though.
I tried YouTube, but it still didn't work. Maybe the talent is just not really there, I think.
Yeah, I mean maybe not you maybe have the skill. It's just maybe the motivation is not yet there.
Maybe it's not yet enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've tried a lot. Organ, flute, bamboo flute, guitar, and then kalimba, and also ukulele.
Oh wow.
We have all of those, but no one could play.
Well, it's not
I don't
easy
know why we
learning
have-
an instrument.
Yeah.
It's not. It involves
I
pain.
really want to commend those people who could easily learn how to play instruments.
Yeah, you know how guitar most people know how to play? And I'm like, how, guys?
Yeah.
How? One time my brother's ex like taught me how to play the guitar and I just gave up because like I really couldn't learn and my fingers were painful. So I'm like, no.
But sometimes I ask myself, where did I get wrong?
Yeah. I was like, stick to singing girl like that. Maybe you're in your mind, you're just like, stick to singing girl. Maybe in a band, you're just fit as a vocalist girl.
Or sometimes I also ask myself, how come I can do other things easily? Like, I'm an easy learner. I'm a fast learner.
Yeah.
But why can't I learn how to play instruments? Really?
Because, you know, instruments in itself is really difficult and, you know, it's especially like when you're at that point in learning an instrument and you're like, this is really friggin' difficult. And then you'll be like, no.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. It's just, you know, thank you, instruments, for being so friggin' hard to learn.
Difficult.
Yeah. But I have this favorite artist though, you know, his name is his stage name is Scary Pool Party, but his real name is Alejandro Aranda. Shout out to you. I hope you're listening. And actually he said that he was self-taught with music. And in my head I was like, this gifted man self-taught himself music, and
I have the same feeling.
I'm here trying to teach myself and it's not working at all. What is wrong with me?
I'm not sure if the listeners know this artist as well. She's a Korean artist. Her name is IU.
Hello to those who don't know IU.
Yes.
Knock knock out of the
Good luck
cave.
to you. I hope you're happy. But she's also self-taught, like the
Oh.
guitar.
Yeah.
And then there was one show, like someone asked her, can you play the guitar for us? And then she said, actually I'm not good. But then every time you watch her videos playing guitar, you will be just like, where is not good there? Where?
There.
Like how, guys? Please, we need advice.
Actually, the good ones are the humble ones.
Yeah.
And the best musicians are the ones, I mean, in my opinion, just like by watching Alejandro Aranda, he was like, he didn't actually know he was good. He knew he could play until somebody recognized that he was good. And you know that the music really flows in his veins. Like, he really loves music from the music that he makes. He taught himself music because he loves music. Just like IU, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Is there something wrong?
But someone told me, because I asked for advice, and then she told me that if I really want to learn how to play something, I have to spend a lot of time
Yeah, actually,
practicing it.
in learning something, time
But the
is
patience.
always the key.
Yeah, time and patience. I think that's what we're lacking.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. I'm trying
We
to
need
find like
more
an excuse,
patience.
but I can't find an excuse. I like,
Yeah.
yeah, that is so true.
There's no excuse.
I'm so sorry, self.
Yes.
But you know, I also like one of the reignited dreams that I had was like also performing, but I'm thinking of I had two dreams. One is to sing, to be a singer, and one is to be a theater performer. None of them I achieved outside of the lockdown. And now, while watching some YouTube videos, you know, of people joining singing competitions, or of there was just like recently the Tony Awards aired. So while watching Tony Awards, I was like,
I want that.
yeah. And then, you know, I have my playlist full of musicals, and I just sing my heart out and perform my heart out, like even in the shower, in the room, because the dream is still there. It was just reignited when I'm alone and stuff, or during lockdown. And I wanted to do it, but you know, the stage is not yet open. There's singing competitions now, but I don't know what's still holding me back.
Because it's still scary to go out.
It is.
That's why.
But I don't in I think in our heads we don't want to turn our reignited dreams into what ifs anymore, right?
But honestly, last year, like I pushed myself, and honestly, I sent audition tracks and profile to some, agencies abroad.
At least you did something.
So every time I'm gonna send, I was shaking, and then I'm like, I know I'm stupid for doing this, but I want to, like that.
Yeah. I did the same thing this year, but I backed out.
Why?
First I was nervous. Second, I was overthinking my responsibilities.
Actually, what I was thinking there was, I know my weight won't fit in their standard, but I would still want to try.
Maybe you could break norms.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Because the only thing that actually I'm not really that how can I explain it? I'm not thinking of myself as a person or as a singer who will perform on stage.
Yeah.
But I see myself singing OSTs.
Just like not really like mainstream, but more of like, okay, I get what you're trying to say there.
Because every time I watch, okay, I'll be specific. Every time I watch Korean dramas, I always love the OSTs. Like,
Because they're good.
without it, you won't get that emotion
Yeah.
that is needed. So I know how important it is, and that's what I want to deliver to the people, the emotion. So that's what my dream is.
Yeah. Big dreams,
Yeah.
small bodies. But you know,
But I hope we can try.
yeah, the thing about this episode is, you know, we're trying to remember our what ifs, our frustrations, our dreams, and why we didn't do them. But you know, the purpose of this is not only for just for the listeners out there. We're trying to give like advice of you go ahead and try, not only to you but also to ourselves, because
Yes.
it's hard to tell you guys something without also telling us to do the same thing, right? So you know, for all of us here, we wouldn't know unless we try.
Yeah. So whatever is holding you back, if there is something that you really want to do and your mind is telling you, try it, just try it.
Try, and then maybe pray about it. Maybe if it works
Yeah.
well in your favor, if it works, if God says yes,
If
you
it
would
works.
know it. If he says no, you would also know it, and then try another thing. Right? It's
Yeah.
better than turning your dreams into what ifs. It's like it's at least you tried. That's the most important
Yeah.
thing. So there.
So like what we said earlier, it's much better to do it
Yeah.
than not do it.
Yeah, that's actually true. Pray about it. Maybe
Yes.
ask God for some signs. Try it, and then see what God wants you to do with your life. Better than just staying and sitting, because you wouldn't know anything unless you do something.
Yeah. Make a move.
Make a move.
This is the sign, guys.
Yes, is a sign. May it be
It's a
in
sign.
love, work, or say it.
Anything.
Yeah.
Take your time. We're not pressuring you. It's just like we're motivating you to do it.
Yeah.
So gather all the courage that you can gather and then try.
Yes.
There's nothing, there's nothing bad in trying.
Exactly. Life is short.
Yes.
Let's not make it shorter for us.
Mm.
So
So,
do what
yes.
you must. So that was deep. Dang.
Yeah. And I guess that's it.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yes, you're right. So thank you again for, sticking with us, and for those who want to share their thoughts, or for those who just want to, have some suggestions on future topics, you can comment on our social media platforms. We're open on a lot of social media platforms, and if you want to listen to previous episodes, they are still up on our streaming platforms. Go ahead and check them out. Please don't forget to like, share, and follow.
Okay.
We'll see you again next week for another episode. Until then,
Ah,
bye.
thank you.
Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope.
And that's all the time that we have for today. We hope you learned something from our discussion. Don't worry though, this ain't the end. Follow us on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for more. And make sure to click like, follow, and subscribe.
New episodes are out every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. So be sure to turn on your notifications to keep you updated. Let's now climb back down and see each other again. Same tree, same place, same people. Bora
And Jayu.
see y'all real soon. Keep safe and God bless.